Righto, g'day guys. Video on the Marsupial Gear binocular harness, or bino harness with rangefinder pouch. Won't be saying anything about this because we've got no rangefinder. However, this and what's inside is game changer, absolute game changer. So, girlfriend for my birthday got me Bushnell 10x42 binoculars. I have coupled these, as I say, with the Marsupial Gear small harness. So these are the biggest binoculars that you can fit in this small harness. I've also put a Leatherman on the side, adjusted it, sits nice. This is day one of using it, and if your quiver holds 5 arrows, I'm holding 4 at the minute, you can send one down at 60 meters. Your eyes ain't going to pick that up. You can have a quick check, see if you're a little bit high, a little bit low, and you can make your adjustments on the next shot, and so on and so on. And I found these made a massive improvement. So my girlfriend came down with me a couple of weeks ago, and she was just holding these loosely, and these were in the post. So they took from the States to Brisbane, Australia. They were ordered and delivered within 12 days. So Marsupial Gear, yeah, really quick shipping. Everything just feels quality. They fit really nice. Took me all of 5 minutes to set them up. In here at the minute, I've just got my lens covers for the binoculars until I fill that up with a rangefinder till I choose one. I watched heaps of videos on these before I bought it, and people were saying that they were worried about the snap of the magnets. There is a bit of a snap, but if you're hunting, and if you're bow hunting, surely you're the type of person where you're in the zone anyway, and your moto skills are probably heightened. So you're not just going to be sneaking up on an animal and just snapping that shut. You're going to be sneaking up on an animal and closing it, surely. But it's nothing to do with us. So let's send a couple down. So we are stood at the 66 yard or the 60 meter mark. Also, what we've done is on the new Viper scope, I've stuck a 3-power lens inside there. I'm not sure if you can see too closely, bit of a reflection. Also, stabilizer. It came with 3 ounces. I tried 4, I tried 5, I tried 6, all the way up to 8 ounces. And I was thinking that 8 ounces out front would steady me more. It did to an extent, but I also found I tired real quickly with 8 ounces on a 12-inch stabilizer. So I've knocked that down to 3 ounces. I still get enough stabilization to make it more stable than it is without it, but I can continue to shoot all day, and my left hand, I don't get the wobbles like I was getting with 6, 7 and 8 ounces. So we'll send some down, and we'll see how we go. Clarity of these is awesome. I remember looking through binoculars when I was a kid, 20, 30 years ago, and yeah, it was good and all, but these things are insane. I think they're retailing about 260, 280 Australian dollars, and the clarity and the detail which they pick up at even a few kilometers away, really impressive. Now, I'm not looking in binoculars after every single shot, every other maybe, to keep a bit of flow. But at 60 meters, you can just about make out the knock, which isn't bad because that's only 8 millimeters in diameter. Right, take a walk down and see how we've done. So these things, this pack, awesome. I was a little bit worried about how it would feel whilst I was shooting. I'm only 5'6", so that's 171 centimeters, I'm 70 kilos. I'm not a big bloke, so I was thinking that a little bit worried about the profile. Don't even know it's there, absolutely don't. And if anything, after day one of using it, really glad it's there, really enjoying having it on. Let's see how we've done. Not amazing. We've got too close here, just outside, and got a bit of a wild card up here, but it's all part of the process. But I've got a feeling that these binoculars in this harness are going to improve the archery over time heaps. I think I'm going to come back down here tomorrow morning, so what I will do is probably do a second video and then just chop it onto the back of this one. See you in a bit. Right, so I don't really know how it's going to turn out. I'm more experimenting with video more than archery on this one, but we're still stood at the 60 meter mark, and thought I'd just take a video of a few arrows, just with the phone, different position, see if it makes any difference. So what I've been told is keep this hand loose, keep your right elbow as high and behind your head as possible. You're having a finger behind the trigger, so this finger can't let it off accidentally. And we aim above the target and just come down to it. You're supposed to follow through as well, which I didn't. Bit like a golf swing. Apparently all that stuff after you hit the golf ball is important. Boring. I put my lip and my nose on the string. First one went wide, really wide. and just try and do the same thing for every single arrow. So if you can get in the same stance, can't see that one. Must be bullseye, eh? I even try to breathe the same. So, come with me. Let's go have a look. So you can see, it's quite a narrow range, probably only 5 or 6 foot wide in between the trees. So you really get the feeling that you are out amongst it, which is good. It's what you want. So you can see it's thick rainforest. Then behind you got 3 targets to choose from. So you've got the black dot, you got your standard target, and then here you've got a vertical line and a horizontal line. So that is for tuning your bow, making sure that your sight's all adjusted well. Well, yeah, first one went wide, which we knew about, and then we are just below, just above, and just right. So nothing to do with the bow. 100% me. But it's October at the moment, and I bought the PSE Stinger in March or April. Now on the second bow, so call it April, May, June, July, August, September. 7 months. 7 months now shooting at 60 meters and getting, what's that, a centimetre from the target, 2 fingers from there, 3 fingers from there, with the odd one, the odd wild card, which, yeah, just happens. It's good. G'day guys. Right, it is Sunday morning, 25 to 7, so pretty early, a little bit chilly. Come back down the range again. Wanted to test or play with this a little bit more and see if shooting long range straight off the bat first thing in the morning makes a difference to your accuracy. Normally I come down and I would shoot half a dozen or 10 arrows at 20 meters, then go 30, then go 40, 45, and work my way up to 50. But today I thought, bollocks, we'll just come down here, get stuck straight into it, and just go straight out, long range, see what happens. So we'll do 4 arrows. That's good. Pretty good. It's in the disc. Right, so we'll see how we go. Definitely recommend anyone who's getting into archery buying a pair of binoculars. 10x42s is all you need, but you don't have to look down the range after every single shot, but it's good just to have a sneak peek as to what's going on. That's not too bad. First thing in the morning, we are at 48 meters, and that line is pretty good. So what I'm taking from this is I'm not shaking much left or right. I've just got a little bit of, because what I do is I get my single pin above and I lower the bow and then I release. So all that is releasing at slightly different times, but then at the bottom, 2 of those arrows are released pretty much exactly the same time. That's not bad. I say that's not bad at all, but I really am predicting that these are going to be massive asset to the arsenal. So we'll keep on, we'll keep shooting, make a couple more vids, and chop it all up.